Summer is knocking on the door for many travelers, so
the Real ID deadline is fast approaching. I'll report on why you need it and how you can get one coming up.
And scams are happening around the state, so in Great Falls.
Tickets for night shows at the Montana State Fair go on sale tomorrow morning. I'll share some tips on how to avoid red flags involving ticket scams.
And right here in Billings, the Heart and Soul race will take place once again in a couple months. Coming up, we'll hear from longtime participants as NonStop Local starts right now. Good Wednesday evening, everyone. I'm Ren Wadsworth, filling in tonight for John Martin. With summer right around the corner, Montana's summer tourists are as well. In our big story tonight, TSA is reminding travelers the deadline to get your Real ID is fast approaching. Our Alex McCollum is in Bozeman with more on what Real ID means and how you can get one.
Starting on May 7th, every air traveler 18 years and older who comes to the Bozeman-Yellowstone International Airport will be required to have a Real ID. If you show up at a TSA checkpoint like this one without a Real ID, TSA says you can expect delays.
We'll have to go through alternative processes in order to verify the information that's being presented. It's not significantly different than what you see currently today. However, working out the specific steps in that process, we're still trying to coordinate with our stakeholders to make sure that information goes out.
The Real ID was initiated to create a federal nationwide standard of identification because states have different requirements for proof of identity to obtain a regular ID or driver's license. A Real ID in Montana will feature a gold star in the top right corner.
When you're on the plane and you're sitting next to somebody that you don't know, you want the confidence that that person who's been vetted is who they say they are. And so all of this plays into that whole function of confirming people's identity, having that same standard across the country for driver's license when people verify their identity.
The process for going through TSA will be the same as it has been if your ID is compliant.
Our equipment is able to, when it scans the basic biographical information on the credential, we're able to tell if that document is Real ID compliant or not. We're going to continue to use this technology. It's a great tool for our officers. It's strengthened that identity verification process.
To obtain a Real ID in Montana, you need to schedule an appointment with your local motor vehicle department. You're required to bring documents proving your identity, date of birth, 2 different proofs of your current address, and proof of your lawful status in the U.S. As a reminder, the Real ID deadline is May 7th. It can take up to 3 to 4 weeks to arrive in the mail, so if you're traveling this spring or summer, now is the time to apply. Reporting in Bozeman, I'm Alex McCollum, NonStop Local.
Alrighty, thank you for that, Alex. Now let's shift our attention, you see her there, to the forecast where the wind was just brutal today. Tracy, talk to us a little bit more about that.
Yeah, today we have been looking at wind gusts across the entire region, anywhere between 30 and 55 miles per hour. Some of our strongest winds clocking in out of Harleton, Big Timber. We were also looking at 45, 49 mile per hour wind gusts out of Miles City, Baker, and 53 mile per hour wind gusts there out of Jordan. We're also hanging on to a lake wind advisory until 9 p.m. this evening. This is going to be for northwest wind gusts up to 40 miles per hour, along with some of those breezy to gusty winds. We're also looking at some low humidity. That's going to be seen from Petroleum County and all the way into our eastern border. This is going to be in combination with those gusty winds, so we do have the potential to see some fire weather concern in this area. This will remain in place until 8 p.m. We're also looking at a couple of scattered rain showers in the eastern plains. Most of this is very minimal moisture, but it is expected to come to a close in the late evening hours. And of course, we'll track all those details coming up here shortly.
Alrighty, thank you so much for that, Tracy. Now, starting tomorrow, April 10th, the City of Billings Public Works wants the public to know that crews will begin crack filling and touch-ups on Rimrock Road between Virginia Lane and Shiloh Road. This comes in preparation for upcoming chip seal work, which is being done to prolong the life of roads here in Billings as the most cost-effective treatment. The crews will work as fast as possible with minimal impact to traffic. The city asks everyone to follow traffic signals and drive carefully along the construction zones near the crews. In a scam alert tonight, the Bighorn County Sheriff's Office has been advised that people in the Bighorn County area are getting calls from their office telling them that a family member or friend is in jail. Then they ask those people for money in order to release that family member or friend. The Bighorn County Sheriff's Office wants to inform everyone that they do not call and ask for money to release someone from jail. If you receive one of these calls asking for cash or to pay through Cash App, hang up and do not provide additional information. If you receive any calls like the one described, you are asked to report it to the Bighorn County Sheriff's Office at the number on your screen now. You can call during business hours or at Bighorn County Dispatch Center that is available 24/7. And the potential for scams can happen in all areas of the state. Up in Great Falls, tickets for the Montana State Fair night shows go on sale tomorrow morning. Our Joey Taylor has more on how to avoid fraud while scoring your tickets.
It's the sound of summer. Almost. While the Montana State Fair might be months away, excitement is already building as night show tickets get ready to hit the market.
So tickets go on sale Thursday morning, 8 a.m.
You can always grab your tickets 3 ways: by phone at 406-727-1481, in person at the Pacific Steel and Recycling Arena box office, or online at the official website, goexpopark.com. And you'll want to go through the official site or else.
That is the only site online to avoid scams. So one more time, goexpopark.com. Don't fall for any of those too good to be true. They're not valid.
Unfortunately, scammers strike every year. Shannon's advice: if anything seems off, stop and call Expo Park to verify before buying.
If in doubt, do not give your credit card to anybody. Do not purchase anything. Call 406-727-1481 or 406-727-8900 and validate that. Take the time to make sure the purchase you're making is accurate.
And in case you haven't heard, this year's night show lineup is bringing serious good time vibes with shows from Jody Messina, Tucker Wetmore, the Oak Ridge Boys, Smash Mouth, Scotty McCreery, and Lecrae with Geo. All night show tickets include fair admission and range from $36 to $51. Now I'm standing in the spot where in just a few months, music will echo throughout the air, corn dogs will sizzle, and your cowboy boots might just get a little dusty. But until then, make sure to grab your night show tickets because nothing says good time vibes quite like a night at the Montana State Fair. In Great Falls, I'm Joey Taylor, NonStop Local.
Alrighty, Joey, thank you for that very informative. New at 6 tonight, a new exhibit is now available to view at Yellowstone's Heritage and Research Center, focused on transportation in Yellowstone. At this exhibit, you'll be able to see historic objects and photographs showcasing how transportation in Yellowstone National Park has changed over time, spanning from the earliest indigenous tribes and European trappers all the way to present-day visitors and park managers. If you can't visit, don't worry. We'll have a link to the digital version of the exhibit up on our website. Now, the Heart and Soul race is coming up in a couple of months on Father's Day weekend. The event is put on by Montana Amateur Sports and focuses on promoting healthy lifestyles. To give back to our community, all proceeds from the event will go to the YMCA and Billings Trails. We caught up with longtime participants of the race, father and daughter duo Barry and Anna O'Donnell. Barry has been doing the race since its inception in 1987, with Anna cheering him on. And now it's their Father's Day tradition to do the race together. They shared with us what makes the event special and to them and why others should consider signing up.
Togetherness.
Yeah, it's I think it's just a nice way for us to like spend time together. It's always nice to hang out at Dealer Park, see people from the fire department that he used to work with, or community vendors. The Y is part of that. And so it's just a nice community collaboration, and it's really nice to slow down and kind of have that time with my dad too.
If you haven't signed up for one of the races, you can do so at heartandsoulrace.com until June 13th. They offer a virtual race as well, a 2-mile race, along with a 10K and 5K races at varying registration fees. Again, all proceeds from the event will go to benefit the Billings Family YMCA and Billings TrailNet. Ooh, I can't believe it's already time for the Heart and Soul race again. Oh my gosh,
I
time flies.
know. And I know it mostly falls on Father's Day weekend, but my mom loves to race and she always flies in the past and has done that race several times, and we do it together too. So I know how special it is to kind of do it as a family. And there's so many families out there that are so supportive, whether you're just cheering on your family member or you're actually participating it with your family. So it is a good event to go to, just to get out there, and it's usually a beautiful day as well.
Definitely. Yeah, I've been trying to get my dad involved in it. He's really big into doing 5Ks, 10Ks.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm not, but I think it would be something fun to do with him, of course.
Yeah. He could
Definitely.
always run and you could do the 5K walk. Maybe
Yeah.
we can do it together.
Yes, that'd be so much fun. Well, while we're having fun up here, we're going to have more for you after the break coming up.